Hello students of class 11, welcome to the online tutorial classes for Vidya Bhavan High Secondary School. This video is for class 11 nutrition and the chapter that I will continue today is the vitamins, and this video is part 4 from this chapter. In the previous video we have already discussed about the different kind of the vitamin like deficiency ocular functions, and today in this video we are going to discuss about the functions of the deficiency diseases that are like non-ocular function, you can say. Non-ocular means that are not related to the vision. Okay. So what are they? Like first the functions on skin, the second will be mucus, okay, and some other complications. Okay, that we already will discuss about in detail. Okay, so let's discussing about it. So the first one is on the skin, like what are the diseases can be happen due to the non-ocular functions, and means due to the deficiency of the vitamin A, but not related to the eyesight, the skin functions. Okay, a lack of vitamin A affects skin adversely due to this deficiency of this vitamin A. Follicular hyperkeratosis may be placed in the in which the keratin gets deposited in the hair follicles, producing a rough and uneven surface. The sweat glands lose their capacity of secretion, and this skin becomes the toad-like, that is called the toad skin. Okay, this is the skin related functions I am telling. The changes are mostly visible on the epithelial lining and the extension surface of the area, but buttocks and the most affected legs, buttocks, the extremities part and the buttocks area is mostly problematic in this way, and there's roughy and gritty texture can be formed in the skin, and these are the main symptoms that you can see in the vitamin A deficiency diseases. The second is in the mucous membrane. The mucous membrane formation can be hampered due to this, and the mucous membrane loses their ability to secrete the mucus, and ultimately dryness can be result in. Especially the respiratory tract, the reproductive tract, etc., where this mucous membrane is present, they all are affected. So the gastrointestinal tract is also affected due to this, leading this absorption can be hampered, and the final productions of the vitamin A and as well as the functions of it can be hampered. Okay, so now the next point is about the complications and the other complications, because the vitamin A have the many functions in it. So the first will be the follicular hyperkeratosis. That is, it occurs in the epithelium lining, that is the skin becomes dry and very scaly, and there is the prominence of the hair felt when the hand is passed over the skin. Like not only the skin in our hand, it is also in legs, buttocks, and the roughy gritty structures can be seen. It is the lubricated due to the secretion of the mucus, and in the vitamin A deficiency, the mucous membrane loses their ability to secrete the mucus, and finally the dryness can be result in. The second will be the respiratory tract problem. In the respiratory tract, mucous membrane present in the throat, in the trachea area. So if there is the vitamin A deficiency, this mucus cannot be formed, and that can also affect these organs in the oxygen or other gaseous transport system and the footprint transport system. For the respiratory tract, obviously the gas transported will be hampered. Next, the alimentary tract, the same way the mucus is present in the alimentary tract. Like if it is not present, or if in the vitamin A deficiency it cannot be present, then the food transmission can be hampered, the digestion procedure can be hampered. The next is genitourinary tract. In the vaginas of the females urinary tract, in there also the mucus present, and this mucus helps to protect those areas from the various bad bacteria. So if there is any deficiency of the mucus, then obviously those diseases can be formed, those bad bacteria can occur and help them to make some different kind of the diseases and urinary tract disorders, etc. The next is the impairment in nervous system. The nervous system is also helped by this vitamin A. Like the bone deformity can take place. The teeth may become very thin. The kidney stone may develop. The losses of taste and smell may be seen. The infertility can be seen. So here you can see that many kind of the things that can be regulated by the vitamin A. Right. So if there is the deficiency, there must be problems can be formed. Okay. So now we are going to talk about the treatment. What are the treatments that we have to do if there is any problem like this? So let's check with this chart. So let's check it. So now we are talking about the treatment of the vitamin A deficiency diseases. So the adequate supply of the vitamin A is essential for the prevention of the treatment of the different deficiency symptoms due to the inadequacy of the vitamin A. So the following resources or the recommendation doses of the vitamin A can be given to the different age categories at different time period. Amended doses of vitamin A can be given. Like here you can see that the age group and the time applications is given. Next the doses and the less than 1 year of the age given, and doses in the more than 1 year of the age given. So immediately when the disease, we saw that there is the disease, so immediately 1 lakh international unit have to give. After the 1 year, the 2 lakh international unit can give, and for the next day also they have to continue with the 1 lakh international unit, and then for the 2 or 4 weeks later also have to give 1 lakh international unit. And in the severe PEM also we have to incorporate the vitamin A things, vitamin A oil, to cope up with the situations. The next thing is the toxicity. So till now we discussed about that if the vitamin A can be deficient, then what will happen. So now we have to talk about that if the vitamin A is excess, then what will happen. Okay, so the hypervitaminosis A occur with the massive intake of the vitamin A. It is completely seen in the people who consume about like 25,000 to 50,000 international unit per day for several months of vitamin A toxicity can be lead to this following symptoms. Okay, so what are the symptoms? They will get like the loss of appetite, like the nausea, like vomiting, like irritability, like fatigue, like less sweat, like inflammation and the cracking of the lips, like dry skin, like itching, like dryness of the eyes, especially in the conjunctiva and the cornea area, the hair loss, the enlargement of the liver and the spleen, the jaundice, the ascites, like headache, like subcutaneous swelling, like pain in the joint and bones, like the tenderness and the bone, long bones, like many more. There are many more diseases can be seen due to the deficiency of the vitamin A. So that's all. So students, I am completing this chapter with it. In the next video, we will discuss about the vitamin D in detail, and I will complete the vitamin A with this video. Till then, thank you.